that this is coming across very well. Let's take a look at this. Okay. I think there might be something wrong with my game capture. Let me try this again, just to see what I can do here. Do not allow transparency. Okay, there we go. It's because it thinks it's should be transparent. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Now this game is I love because it's so nostalgic, but in a new sort of way. Um, this is called King's Quest, and there's so much from my childhood that's here that I mean, there's so much new that's here that it's still interesting to play it for myself.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look.
Oh, and the voice actors are amazing in this game. All right.
It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either.
I love how the main character is saying stuff that's kind of like what you're supposed to feel the first time you play this particular section as well.
Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened.
All right. And if we decided to turn this one, a lot of this game
would have happened.
This game, a lot of it is about making the wrong choices to find the funny part. All right, here we go.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind.
Now, if I had my druthers, and I had an audience.
Beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to...
My way to
add a shinier hat to my collection.
So the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Good thing there was a bed right there.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers.
What did you use to fix the broken...
Okay, so this is not my first time playing this game. But I still have fun with it.
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend.
Let's see if I got the timing down.
After I was impaled by that spiky bed, I took a nap and decided the man...
Alright, let's keep going. I'm too impatient. Here, let me try again. Let me show you how impatient I am. Alright, here we go. Impatience number 4. Yeah. Good night. That was so convenient that that just happens to happen at the same time.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch.
Yep. Chaka. Why didn't that wake the dragon?
The mirror called out to me.
Hey, Graham, I'm right here.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Now, if you want to see all of the different deaths, that's not going to happen today. But you could probably see at least 1 or 2 deaths. This is a pretty boring part right here. See? Boring. Alright, here we go. I've always wondered how that dragon got up there so fast. Whee! As you can tell, this is my first time. I'm just this good. Heroic. Heroic. Indeed. Alright, here we go, and time to run. Whee! All right.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Rippling consequences. Whee! All right, this is actually going to be the kindness playthrough, and we're gonna have fun with it.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Okay, so Magic's Fruit was from King's Quest IV that brought King Graham back to life. So, yeah. There's that. And the tapestries are the box art for the original games of King's Quest.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Oh, love this game.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of... treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I had seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Uh-huh.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Whee! I love that they run around on gerbils. Giant gerbils. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay, continue. I forgot. Whee! Oops.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization.
All right, and that's where I'm going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for anyone who's viewing this on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me today. I hope you have a great day.